I'm going to go ahead and do this part of the story. So, okay, this is Robbed, and the perp tried to talk to me later on. So, okay, so like I said, we were some girls in high school. All right, guys, I'm about to tap y'all in on my story time because I got a story where I think I need to go ahead and share it. I mean, this is like years and years later. I mean, many a years later. So I feel like I can go ahead and get comfortable with my TikTok family and friends and just talk about it. So I come from a small city called Rochester, New York. A lot of people, when you ask them, where's Rochester? Or Rochester, no, not to be mistaken at all with Rochester, Minnesota. It's not Minnesota. It is New York. So there are lots of cities in New York State, but a lot of people only try and recognize NYC, like New York City, because it's just the most dominant and it's like one of the biggest cities in New York. So people try and like perpetrate, I guess, that like, oh, New York is not New York, it's New York City and blah, 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 which I don't really give a fuck about, all right? Because where I'm from, like I said, it's the motherfucking rock, all right? It's the motherfucking rock, Rochester, New York, right? Big Rochester, upstate New York, yes, still putting it on for every city that's in New York. All right, it's not just New York City. Y'all really need to get with the program. It's really NYC and it's NYS, and then the NYS is really what's carrying. Really, I mean, y'all just getting the pretty picture. It's okay. Anyways, back to the story. It's a small city. It's really, when I talk, there's a viral video going around, and I'll try to put a clip in or I'll put a link below. But there was a viral video.
Rochester, New York is the armpit of America. When I tell you guys I have never been to a place that almost ruined my mental health, just thinking about being in Rochester makes my skin crawl. Okay, so flying into Rochester, you don't think it's that bad. You look out the window, you see a couple buildings, you're like, okay, so maybe there's some sprawl, there's some activity. But once you enter in the city, you realize it's a very place that can only be described as ugh. And the people are very sketchy. And I thought everyone there was gonna rob me. I didn't trust any person from Rochester. I tried to leave within an hour, guys. I was like, yo, I'm not doing this today. I can't handle it mentally. I go to the airport. My flight gets canceled, and that's the last flight out for the day. So now I'm stressing, I'm panicking. I'm thinking about what am I going to do? I'm about to have to sleep in Rochester. What the heck? Luckily, I was able to get a sketchy bus to New York City. Being honest, this was my worst experience in any city, and I just can't explain why.
All right, so that video, a guy was bashing Rochester, New York, and he's like, oh, it's the armpits of America and blah, blah, blah. People will get mad at the fact that he said it's the armpits of America, but we're not being realistic with what he's talking about, because he said some key things in there. Like he said, I couldn't trust anybody. I felt like I couldn't trust anybody when I was in Rochester, New York. Well, he was right to feel that way, because when I was living in my own city, I was robbed at least 3 times. At least 3 times. From 19th Ward, West Side, Rochester, New York, the 19th Ward. I'm not no gang member, but I'm affiliated. So pretty much, I'm from the West Side area, Chi-Lai, Thurston, Arnett area. I fuck with Jefferson. I fuck with Plymouth. I fuck with all of those areas combined because I'm a West Sider. And like I said, 19th Ward. So yeah, like that's just my area. Growing up in the city, it was really, it's really a rough city. And what I was getting to when it comes down to that viral video that went around with the guy talking about the city. Okay, he was not wrong. He's absolutely correct. Again, like I said, you're right to not trust anybody. If you trust somebody from Rochester, New York, you got to really know that person. You got to know the people they're associated with, and it got to be like some type of connection. When they say check in, yeah, you really do have to check in, because you could literally be walking down the street, you could get robbed, you can get all type of things can happen to you just walking around. Now, are there some good things? Just like with any city, there are good things and there are bad things with any city. But when we're talking about Rochester, New York, there's not that many good things. And I'm going to be honest, this is going to be my opinion. Some people, it's, where you live is what you make it. Some people that go to U of R, which is a real popular prestige type of college in the city, if you go to like schools like that, then obviously your environment is college town. It's a brighter, it's a lighter, more environment. But when you're born in the inner city and you're part of the inner city, you're gonna have a different experience. You're not gonna just be like some college student coming and stopping by, and it's not the type of vibe. Trust me, believe me. So this robbery happened before 2010 because I graduated high school in 2010, and I didn't have my child until 2012. And I do know for a fact that I did not have any children when this robbery happened, and I do know for a fact that I was not like graduated. I was not like out of high school. I was still in high school type of situation. I was still in high school type of situation when this happened. So I had a friend, and she's one of those friends, like, just one of those friends you have that, you hang with and you fuck with them genuinely, but and it's kind of like a sympathy friendship. I hate to say that, but that's really what it was. And we're just going to call this friend B. So for right now, her name is just going to be B. So me and B had like some family member that lived on the west side off of Chai Lai.
Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit?
So while I'm chilling with her, so basically, okay, so on the west side, like I said, we were just chilling, and I'm home to all of these areas like Chai, like Thurston, like these are cliques like separated, like it's still the west side, but you already know there are areas that associate with areas. So like I still was associated with niggas from Arnett, niggas from Thurston, niggas from Chai Lai. Like I grew up elementary school, like smoked first blunts, like all type of shit, like with certain people in the area. So it's just hard to have small associations when the city is so small and there's only so much to do. But just to kind of come back to the point of that viral video where the guy was talking trash about our city, which everybody had a problem with, which, I was a little like, damn, blown away when I seen it too. But realistically, everything he was saying was true. Yeah, it's the truth. Don't trust anybody when you go to Rochester, New York. Know somebody. Don't just trust anybody. Like I said, it was basically nighttime. It had to be like a Friday or something because I know that we didn't have school or something like that. It was like we were outside. It was late. Probably was getting ready to like smoke a blunt or some shit, go chill, go hang out, like type of vibe. And I was with B, and we was just hungry. And the type of girls we were in New York, and I don't know what, everywhere you go, you're gonna find people that just, not the wave, whatever you want to say. But in New York, especially in like high schools and stuff, it's a real fashion show. Like when you live in New York and you go to a school that's in New York State, it's literally like a fashion show. Everything is about fashion. You got to come with that shit on. You either got to come looking good. I don't know if it's either your jacket, like you got to, a baby fat, like a Rocawear leather jacket, big puffer coats with the fur.
We knew exactly where y'all were from based off of how y'all dressed. And it went something like this. Down south bitches, y'all could never dress. It was never given, oh yeah, like we could tell a bitch can't dress. She from the South. She's from the South. Like the way she's dressing is giving Southern. It always gave that. It always gave, all right, the way she's dressing is giving Southern. Like it's giving down south. That's how us up north people was looking at down south. Now the Southerns is giving a Northern. Like y'all are dressing like y'all from New York, which is cool.
Your shoes, you got your hairstyles, you gotta have your nails done, you gotta have your bags, you gotta have your purses, all that different type of stuff. So pretty much like we were those girls. Like people knew me in school. I always had my nails did, always had my jewelry, a bitch coming up with like a new shoe or anything like that. These people are watching me while I'm making my video. So you have to have like a new, you gotta be, put that shit on. You can't just be looking regular. You can't be looking just like anybody. So I had to put my AC on and stuff because this lady is literally walking by like on the right side of my window, like literally staring at me while I'm fucking talking, acting like she's getting in her car, but she's literally all in my mouth. Mind you, I just now noticed that she's not even coming in the car next to me. She was standing there for no reason. Like, bitch, you could have stayed over there. Like, you stand next to my window while I'm talking. Nosy bitch. Anyways, damn, what was I saying? Stupid ass bitch. Okay, so yeah, so basically, okay, so Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me, for real, for real. Like, people just be really getting on my motherfucking nerves. Okay, so I was saying basically in New York, like in high school, middle school, and those like in that time frame or whatever, it's just a fashion show. Like, you gotta look good. Like, you cannot be coming to school looking busted. Like, that's some shit that's gonna get you sent home on the regular, on a daily. Thank God that was never my scenario, and I've always been in a position to be able to make sure that I can, you know, dress up, you know, get my hair done, get my nails done, have nice little purse, have nice little bag, have nice little shoes, have jewelry, have all type of shit. You do my own hair, you know, hands blessed by the God. When I was in high school, I used to be doing females' hair. I used to be doing all type of stuff like that. People would see me do stuff like before they ever started nail tech trends and before regular nail techs made it a whole, you know, a big business. Before it went viral and before it was big, I used to do my own nails, not the acrylic. I used to like go get them done, and I had like so many nail polishes. I used to do my own nail art. People used to ask me to do their nail art. So hair, nail art. I used to let people borrow like my clothes, my jewelry, my bags. I was just that type of girl, like whatever. So, all right. So pretty much, it's a fashion show. Like, you have to be, yeah, you have to be showing, you know, that you're that girl, like, period, point blank. And, you know, regardless, it does not mean that you're better than anybody. It does not mean that you're better than anybody or anything, but what it does mean is just that, you know, you're that girl. Like, you're one of those girls. And like I said, even one of the first girls on my floor, I went to a really big high school on the east side of Rochester called Benjamin Franklin High School. And I actually loved my school. And we actually had like 4 schools in it. It was like the basement, first floor, second floor, third floor. First floor was global, second floor was finance, and the third floor was bioscience. So I was on global. I was on the first floor. Like, everybody who went to global knew that global was lit. Everybody who went to global knew that global was really where it was at. Like, for real, for real. So I really loved my school. So I was on global, and like I said, we just was those girls. Like, we have a lot of jewelry. Like, we had jewelry. Like, I would have maybe like 4 rings on my hands, and, you know, 2-3 necklaces and a pair of earrings. Like, we really was like decked out to come to school every day, especially like after middle school towards high school. Like, when I was young and innocent, like, you know, I would be cute, but I didn't really care. But once you get older, that's with anybody who, you know, is really thinking like that, you're going to start like upping your dress up game. So I started upping my dress up game and started just doing my own thing. And I would be buying my own shoes sometimes. Like, I had a couple little boyfriends in high school, middle school. So, you know, they would buy me stuff. Like, I did little youth adult partnerships. I did RLTP, Rochester Landscape Technician Program. I did whatever I could do to give me an extra buck. Also, on top of swindling and finessing these niggas. That's what I was doing. It is what it is. When I was younger. So, as being one of those girls, you know, the ones that was kept up, like, not the ones that was fell behind and forgot about. And I'm not trying to make fun, throw no shots at nobody, nothing like that. My whole point was I was kept, and it wasn't just because, oh, I came from money or something. My mom was a single parent, 4 kids, and she made that shit look good. Okay, she worked at Kodak, which was one of the biggest film companies to come out of Rochester, New York. All right, so my phone was overheating, and I had to let that shit cool down and get back to y'all. All right, so yeah, so like I said, I wasn't not even on no flex and shit. We was kept. My mom just made it look good. So like I was saying, basically Eastman Kodak, which is, you know, the company that she worked for, downtown Rochester, State Street. Like, it was a really big company, and like, you know, somebody worked for like General Motors, or like, it was a really big company. So my mom made really good money, and then she also made commission on sales. So yeah, we was taking trips and doing all of that in school. Okay, so basically, like I said, we would go downtown. Like, high school, my high school days is a little different than probably what the norm was. Like, motherfuckers would wake up, go straight to school, leave school, probably, you know, do shit, I don't know, then go home. My shit was get up, go do what I want to do first, then make it to school. When I make it to school, you know, do whatever work I can do, probably even leave during lunchtime or leave after school, and then go do something else, fun, or I don't know, go shopping or whatever, meet up with somebody, and then go home. Like, it was never just school. In high school, yes, I took high school very serious. I knew about my education, and I knew about my education being something serious, and I definitely took it serious. But the main and only thing was just that I never took it serious to the amount where it was just like, oh, it's going to make or break me. I knew that school would never make or break me. I knew that I always had this, and I had an understanding of what life was. So I would do things like, okay, if school was at 8 a.m., I would make it, you know, like 6:30 in the bus. I would go get something to eat, like downtown. Sometimes if you meet up with like a homegirl or something, we would go downtown, where it's Midtown, where it was something called Midtown. It was a place where you could, like, it was like an underground like mall, and it's not there anymore. Like, they've changed everything about downtown Rochester City, Rochester downtown, but pretty much they had something called Midtown, and you can go in there. They had little shopping stores. You can go in there and get a little outfit, you know, little something here and there. You could and a lot of the times we would go shopping for jewelry downtown. We had like something called Benzers that was like in the mall, but we had like, I forgot the two stores that were New York City Trends. I don't remember the name of the store, but it was a store, like a regular little retail store, but they sold gold. Like, they had rings, they had earrings, necklace, bracelets, like they had shit. So and then we had something also called Beads and Bangles by Jira, and they were very popular. Like, it was damn near the gold. It was gold in my high school days. Like, and the jewelry did not fade. It was like beaded jewelry with pretty ass stones and pretty ass little crystals and Swarovski and stuff like that. And when I say them shits pair so nicely, the standard, like, if you didn't have beads and bangles, earrings, bracelet, necklace, rings, like something, you wasn't clock that. You wasn't that girl. I had some stuff from them. So we would go like downtown. Yeah, my phone keeps overheating, so I'm gonna have to hold the phone because apparently in the sun that motherfucker not doing good. Okay, so like I said, we had like the heart rings, the heart rings with the initial. So I had to hold, my phone keeps overheating, so I'm gonna have to hold the phone like this. Like, y'all gonna have to be all up and close and personal and all in my face. But yeah, so we had like those little heart rings with the initial, like, you know, it's like a little cricket letter heart, and then it has the initials. I had like some swirlies. So I ended up chilling with B, and we was just at our people's house, and we was so hungry. It was like, this is before DoorDash, Uber Eats, all of that. We didn't have all of that. All that DoorDash, Uber Eats, we didn't have that. So basically, we couldn't even deliver because, you know, after a certain time, certain places would not deliver. They won't deliver. They won't bring you any food or anything. So we was like, okay, we're gonna walk. Mind you, like I said, we're decked out. We're not regular. We were regular. Like, we wasn't looking like we was getting ready to go to, I don't know, we wasn't looking like celebrities or nothing. But we was dressed up. You see what I'm saying? So because we were dressed up and we were just, you know, not thinking like, oh, we're, you know, I'm in my area, I'm in my city, I'm on my side of town, that, oh, now that means that someone's gonna come and try to rob us. Like, we're just walking to the store, we're gonna go get our stuff and then come back. So we were just so hungry. Like, we did not worry about nothing else. We was like, we didn't want to eat corner store food, we wanted to get real food. So we was like, it was a place called Menenzi's. So Menenzi's, like I said, Menenzi's is like a pizza place. Like, they used to be good. Like, you know, all those places that get ran down when they start hiring crackhead employees and the place looks dirty. So, you know, that's going to be less customers. So, okay, so it's a damn ton. Okay, let's go a little better angle. So, parts of the video. So, after, so yeah, I had to get out the car. The car was really, really hot. My phone was overheating and all of that. So I'm like, let me just get out and finish the story. So, okay, so we decided to walk. We were just really hungry one night, and I was with the girl B. So when we're like I said, we weren't regular girls. Like, we wanted to have nice stuff, so we had nice stuff. We wasn't like decked out or nothing, like, you know, looking like we're doing.
Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit?
Okay, so y'all, we about to leave in 2 minutes. So pretty much, after, okay, so me and the girl B, like I said, we were walking, we were like, okay, we're hungry, we're gonna just go get us. So we walked, and we're on the way back, and we're not really paying attention to our surroundings. Like I said, this is the area where it's not like a whole bunch of traffic, so we're not expecting a bunch of cars or just a bunch of people. We're just looking. When you're looking around, you don't expect to see people walking. Like, it's a very quiet area and time of the night, even on a Friday. So even on a Friday, you might see a couple extra cars, but mostly it was just, you know, a car here and there. So we're leaving the Menezes. I did notice the car. So the car was not suspicious. The car drove by us. The car drove all the way by us, and then it went around and then came back. When it came back, that's kind of where I noticed it. Like, oh, wow. Like, wait, is that the same car? But I swear it was not suspect. It was just like, I seen the car. So immediately we're just walking. So the guys just hopped out. It was me and the girl B, just two of us. And we had to be, we were no older than like 15, 16, I'm telling you. They hopped out the car, 5 deep, popped the trunk immediately. So already, you already know, I'm looking like, what the fuck? I'm just clutching my shit. And I'm just like, oh my God, like, what the fuck is they doing? Masked up, yes, ski masked up. Ski masked up. Y'all gotta stay tuned for part 3. I'll be back. All right, y'all. I know I'm looking crazy. I gotta slay this wig in a minute, but right now, I gotta just go ahead and record part. What part is this? I think this is part 3 to the guy that robbed me and tried to talk to me and try to get me later. So I think I left off where I was saying, like, you know, we were walking back. Okay, so we left Menezes back. So we're walking back from the pizza place, Menezes, after we got our food or whatever. So we done got the food. All right, we on the way back, right? So we got the food. Excuse me. So we got the food and we on our way back or whatever, right? Like I said, we had a little jewelry. Like, we had probably like a couple of rings on. Like, you know, I don't know if I had a bracelet on. I really don't know exactly what I had on. I know I had stuff on my hands because they took it off my hands. I remember I had my necklace and I had earrings. Like I said, as we're walking, we're just walking. We're continuing on and we're walking regular. We seen a car. Like, we did see a car come down that side street. Now, are we paying total, like, zeroing in on the car? No, we're not zeroing in on the car because we're not knowing whole time that these guys are about to jump out on us. We're just walking down the street. So when I looked, the car was just now coming. But when I heard like noise, and remind you, this is a quiet area street at the time. There's nothing going on. So you can hear like a door open, close. You can hear all of that. So when I heard like car action, like noises from a car, I immediately turned around. And when I immediately turned around, the first thing I seen was the ski mask. Okay? I didn't see one dude. I didn't see 2 dudes. I didn't see 3. I seen 5 niggas. All right? And all of their face was covered. But the first 2 dudes had like literally like the full on black ski mask. Like wintertime, yeah, ski mask. So at this point, you already know I'm afraid. I'm clutching my pearls. Like, I'm holding my purse. I'm just looking like, what the fuck? Because they ran up on us so quick. Like, they did not give us any time. Like, they didn't, you know, they pulled up like right across from where we're walking. They hopped out and they were on us like immediately. It was no getting away. Like I said, dudes hopped out. Like, they hopped out immediately. Like, they were on our ass. They were not playing. Like, they were on our ass. Like, they came right to us, of course. And they even popped the trunk. They were in like a small, I want to say it was like a Chevy Malibu. It was not a big car. You can tell whatever car this was, it could have been stolen, or they, you know, just went and borrowed somebody's car, and like, it wasn't like, you know, shower. It was just the car. It was a green car. And it was like a Chevy Malibu or something like that. It was definitely one of those older cars. So, I'm just looking like, what? Like, but anyway, so immediately, like I said, I'm just clutching my shit. So the dudes, like, they walk up. Like I said, they have at least 2 of them I seen. It was a really, really big dude. And it was like, but all of them are like bigger, like, but it was a really, really big dude. And he popped the trunk and he got a shotty out. When I'm talking about like long, like he got a shotty out, and he was like he wasn't like pointing it at our faces, but he was like holding it down in front of us, letting us know like, if you make one wrong move, what the fuck gonna happen, you know what I mean, type of thing. So of course, me and her, we're not trying to fight and tussle with these niggas. It's a group of niggas. Like, even if it was one nigga, no, who's about to tussle with a nigga with a gun, brother? You know, if it's real or not, whatever. You're not about to tussle with no nigga with no gun. You're not about to even talk to a nigga with no gun. Talk back, none of that shit. When a nigga said, run that shit, you running that shit. So, basically, they took our purse. Well, they went all through our purse. I don't know if they took it. Like, they took time. These dudes were not, like, in and out, like, oh, snatch a chain, snatch a purse, get in the car and be out. No, they like stood there like a good 2, maybe 3 minutes taking shit from our pockets, copping fills, all that. Like, so they're going like in our shirt, they're going like in our pockets. So They like went in our back pockets. They went like they dug, like they got shit. They dug so much they actually left the purse because they realized there wasn't nothing in there but a couple dollars. They probably took like $60 from me or something. Back then, like we would really be holding, like we would really have money, like hundreds of dollars, and like money you get from doing hair, money you get from hustling, whatever it was that you were doing, you would have your money on you. Especially being like in high school, like you don't just leave your money. You're bringing your money with you. You're probably gonna go shopping. You're probably going out chilling with people that day. So you're not, leaving your money at home. You're bringing your money with you. So they probably took whatever little money out of there. They took like my 2 necklaces. I had like a little heart and a butterfly or like a music note. I had like a couple of rings. Hold on. Thank you. So, like I said, we was just like in high school, like I said, we was them girls, like, and a couple of other people, but yeah, some of those birds, and that's going to be a separate video because I'm going to talk about them bitches. I'm going to talk about them bitches. So, like I said, nobody was about to wrestle. We wasn't about to fight. We wasn't about to like go back and forth with these niggas and like it was no discussion. When them dudes said run that money, we was running that money. I don't give a fuck. So we gave them, I think I had like I probably like 3 rings on. I don't remember if I had any bracelet, but I know I had like a couple of rings on. I had like, I don't think I had like a bracelet or nothing, but I had a couple of rings on. Like they like slid them off my finger. Like they literally were like pulling your rings off your fingers. Like I don't give a fuck if it was tight. Like I probably had a tight ring on because I had some of my jewelry for years. Like they took they wiggled that bitch off. Like he probably was like and slipped that bitch off. All right, so he took the rings off, necklaces, earrings. I think he left my earrings. I don't even remember what earrings I had on. Definitely gold. Back then, you wasn't about to catch me with no fake shit. It wasn't like, oh, I had on some little cute little, no, this is not like we're going out to the club and we want to dress up and we put on costume jewelry. No, we were literally wearing like 14K or better. To the part where they were copping fills. So the dudes was copping fills and everything, like I said. The dudes going in your back pocket, dude going in your front pocket, in your bra, nigga all in our purses. You already know. So they were getting personal. And like I said, they were taking their time. They were not trying to rush. They were not trying to hurry. They were literally taking their time with this robbery. And I'm just like we're two young girls. Ain't it some niggas out here y'all can rob? Like, if I wasn't so scared or I just didn't give a fuck, I would have said that because that's what I was thinking. I'm looking like, y'all robbing us? Like, is nobody else y'all could fucking rob? Like, what the fuck, right? Wasn't no dudes walking, knew they broke. But we had a little tiny bit of jewelry on. Y'all coming snatching up, like, some couple $100. Yeah, like, y'all stealing a couple $100 in cash from us. Probably not even a couple hundred. Probably only added up to about 120, $50. But so, like I said, little under $200. Had to be under $150, okay? And then the rings and jewelry, like if I had to guesstimate how much my own, because they took my shit, they took her shit, but if I had to guesstimate how much my own like gold was worth, if I had to estimate, it was like 3 rings, 2 necklaces, and like I said, I don't remember the earrings. So just off the 2 necklaces and the rings, looking at a good $1,300 to $1,500 in gold. Yeah, that they just snatched from my shit. So anyway, right after, of course, we still got our food. They didn't even take the food. Like, they could have took the food. If y'all was really going to be that gritty and take all your time, I know you niggas is hungry. I know you niggas is hungry because you niggas is out here fucking robbing 2 15, 16-year-old girls, like, walking down the fucking street with food. Like, come the fuck on. So, them niggas didn't take the food, so we just went back. My appetite was lost. I don't even remember eating the food. I honestly think I ended up heating it up the next day, or like, I don't even remember. We wasn't even hungry no more. We just had to find weed and smoke some blunts and tell everybody what happened because it was so crazy. So we just like rolled up or whatever. We was just chilling, and I just ended up going home. And my sisters did tell me, because I didn't tell anybody initially, but my sisters did tell me like, I remember you coming home and telling us, like, it was post. So they remembered the street. So I absolutely did tell them because they remember the street. So time goes by, enough years go by. Now, niggas really think you probably forgot. Like, I will never forget something like that traumatic, like where a nigga put a fucking gun to me and rob me and take my shit. Like, I will never fucking forget that. So, do I think that he forgot? No, I think he knows that he's a robbing ass nigga and that he robbed, some girls back in the day. But did he know, like, oh, it's me, or like, oh, this is that same girl, I'm about to try to talk to her? I honestly, after talking to one of my friends, my homegirl, Kay, after talking to Kay, I kind of So Kay was just telling me, like, something telling me, I know who he is. She's like, something telling me that he knew that it was you when he tried to come talk to you. And I'm just like, it's so many years later. I don't know. Maybe. You know what I mean? I don't fucking know. So, like I said, fast forward in the future. So, it's me, little baby dog, little, my little 1212. And some dude, like, I was traveling or whatever, and I had left Texas to go to New York. And I was in New York when I touched down in New York. I just was like, touchdown. I was just like, touchdown at my city, blah, blah, blah. And I always get love on Instagram. Like, I've had probably 5 Instagrams get deleted, like, across the board, like, from way back to now. One with like 3,000 followers, one with like 1,500 followers. And I was always like, I've never been like the press type. I'm like, I'm always going to get it back. Till this day, I probably got a max of like 500 followers. It is what it is. I don't do all that syncing contact. Everybody in my contact does not need to see my Instagram page or reach me. So I don't sync and all of that. I just do it organically. So probably got like 500 and something, 600 followers now on Instagram, my personal page. So, some dude, okay, so, like, I would always get replies to my stories, like, a lot of my following, especially on Facebook, are men, So, I know that I don't know who, like, you disapprove people sometimes. You might look, oh, I know him from this era. He looks like, he's friends with this person. Let me approve. I don't even pay attention to people sometimes. I swear. I'm lying, I'm flying, I'm dying, whatever. I don't be paying nobody attention. Like, I literally be in my own world. I watch my own stories on Instagram all the time, like a fucking maniac. And I just be saying to myself, because people kind of give me like an itchy vibe. You have to be a special type of person for me to want to be around you all the time, or me even want to be around you, or for when I am around you, for me to have a good time. So, yeah, this dude kept on like sending replies. He's just like, oh, sexy, fine, the regular shit, like replying to my stories. Oh, you're fine. Oh, fine as a bitch. Oh, yeah. One day I was like, let me respond and just say thank you. Just because, you don't want to keep ignoring somebody's message. It's kind of rude. Or if you see them keep responding or whatever, you might want to say something, because I'm not standoffish. I'm a really nice person and I'm cool as fuck. Get to know me. So, I was like, let me respond. So I responded to him and I was just like, thank you. Like, regular shit. Like, that doesn't impress me. Oh, fine as a bitch. Blah, blah. You're cute. You're fine. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. I value it. Trust me, I value it. I'm flattered when someone's like, oh, you're fine. You're beautiful. You're this, whatever. I'm flattered. But I'm not impressed. So, it's regular. Look at me. Look at me. So, no, for real. So fucking extra. But look, for real. So, I did not pay attention to him at all. So eventually he started sending me like more and more messages. And then that's when I said, let me go click on this person's profile picture. Bloop. I go touch that. And I'm just looking like, this boy look kind of familiar. I couldn't, trust me, robbery. Does this look like the guy from back then? I swear, none of that was on my mind at all. Like, even a little bit, it was not on my mind. So, I'm just like, why does this guy look familiar? I'm like, oh, I think you're from the Chi area. Looking at the picture, overall, I just seen like people that I might have known. In my city, in Chi is separated into a bunch of different niggas. Niggas over there doing all type of shit, moving this, moving that, selling this. Like, niggas got all type of hustles all over the city, but on Chi specifically, niggas is grouped off, like, all the way up the block, all the way. Everybody don't just get along because they're on the same street. Like, that's from anywhere you go, right? So, dude, I was like, something, I don't know what it was. I remember now. So I looked at the picture, and then immediately, when I was looking at his picture, I was like, where do I know this dude from? Like, these eyes, like, he had these eyes, like, you know how, like, he had these really distinct eyes. And people like who like have real thick eyebrows and real thick eyelashes, like, he's really like really detailed type of eyes. Like, his eyes are very distinct. You cannot like just duplicate those eyes unless he went and had offspring that came out looking exactly like him. So And you know that the eyes are the window to the soul. The eyes are the window to the soul. So looking at the picture, I'm just like, wait, where do I know this dude from? Like, I'm just like, I know this dude from somewhere. And I just could not, I promise, I could not, like, put my hand on it or say, like, who or what it, I just couldn't. I'm just like, who? So I click on it, and upon really, like, looking at this man's face and realizing, like, not just looking at overall pictures, clicking on one picture and looking at his, like, overall, like, face, immediately I was like, oh my God, this is that dude. Mind you, when they robbed us, they did have masks on, like ski masks, like full mask. But you know, those, the regular shiesty, like the knitted ones, that they get at the corner store. You'll find them at almost any corner store in New York, like corner store, bodega, anything like that. You're gonna find shiesties hanging up in the back over, you know, over the counter, the register. So the ones that they had on were, like, you know, cut out. It wasn't just like this, you know, they have all different types of ones, but it was the one that is supposed to protect you and keep you warm in the wintertime. And it had, like, the cutout eyes that go like all up here. So he had the full shiesty on, but like I said, the eyes were, like, out like this much. So immediately I'm just like, wait, this is a dude that robbed me. It gotta be. I kept looking, and I'm like, yo, this is him. I will never forget a face, and I will never forget some eyes now. Like, it's almost like if you look at somebody like this, you can really tell who they are already, right? It's almost like you're zoning in on just this part of their face, and this is, like, the most important part of their face. Now, when you see the full face, it really, really, really registers, oh, that's that person. So, at first, I'm looking like, wait, is that? But when I got to the realization from looking at the eyes in the full profile picture, I was like, oh my God, that's that dude. That is one of the dudes. And I remember because he was one of the first ones that hopped out. It was him and the real big dude that would open the trunk and got in the shotty. Obviously, there's probably someone driving, and there were, like, two other dudes. They all were on us, like, getting our shit. So I remember that dude. He was the first one. He was all in my face. And yes, he was copping feels. Dude was all in my pocket, like, digging, and just, like, they were just doing the fucking most, okay? They could have snatched whatever the fuck they wanted, just left. They were just doing the fucking most, okay? So I'm just, like, I'm talking to him, like, you know, normal, because I'm just trying to get a feel for why he's even so thirsty. Like, get the fuck, like, you're caught in 4K being a fucking thirst bucket, a thirsty ass nigga saying you're gonna eat my ass, and bitch, what I should have did is, I'm gonna keep that to myself. But anyways, so he, you know, thirsty as fuck. So I remembered, like I said, those eyes all in my face. The eyes are the window to the soul. I knew that this was him. At this point, I know it ain't no motherfucking faking it. Ain't no faking the funk. It's you. So now I'm in a spot where, of course, it's just me. Remember, I'm already alone in this because, like, it's not, I wasn't with a whole bunch of people. A lot of people don't really know about this. So I'm alone in this, and I'm like, remember, that guy had a shiesty on. But like I said, I will never forget a face, and I will never forget some eyes. That boy's eyes are too distinct to ever think that I was going to forget him. So he really made a fuck up when he first came with his motherfucking eyes out, right? So, I'm just like, do I press him? Like, what do I say? Like, I never even knew, like, I never knew his Facebook. I never knew, like, I didn't know this dude's name. I didn't know him. I knew he was from around that area. But I may have seen him, like, one time, but that doesn't mean I was going to say, oh, that's the guy that robbed me. I'm just like, what do I say? Like, do I press this nigga? Like, what do I say to this weird ass nigga? Because why are you in my fucking inbox, you weird bitch? Why are you in my DMs, you weird bitch? Like, and my whole thing was, so I kind of just told him, like, yeah, you robbed me. And he was just like, what? That wasn't me. How? What? The man started saying all type of shit that didn't make sense. So I'm just like, yeah, it was you. It was you. I remember you. You robbed me. And he's like, nah, I've been robbed so many times. I would never do nothing like that. Shiesty. I don't know nothing about that. That wasn't me. So I'm just like, it was you. I know it was you. Yeah, it was you. Because I just want to, I'm the type of person, I'm so bold. Like, I just, like, if I'm right in front of somebody, I will say some shit That's completely left field. Do I care? No. Because if it's the truth, I'm gonna fucking say it. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. You just don't have to be around somebody like me. Because, you know, it's no key locking these motherfucking lips. It's no key. So, I'm like, yeah, it was you. It was you. He's like, nah, man, my brother. Like, I wasn't even here around that time. Mind you, it was before 2010. It was before 2012. It was before 2010. So it had to be like anywhere from like '09 and previous, like '07, '09. I'm not sure, but I know it was earlier. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not stupid. Like, come the fuck on. Like, nobody's dumb. Like, a memory is a really strong and powerful thing, okay? This is a tool that, yeah, computers and calculators and phones outbeat it. But one unique thing about a brain, right, and your memory is that it can come from a bank of anywhere. That memory bank can come from the back. That memory bank can come from the front. That memory bank can come from the side. That memory bank can come from the temple. That memory bank can come from the back. Whatever it come from somewhere, honey, and it's been stored, and that's locked in. Like how I can literally remember when I was 3 years old in preschool and the teacher burnt popcorn. That smell lives in my brain rent free till the day I go, I promise. How can your memory remember a smell? Think about that. But anyways, so I'm just like, yo, it was you. It was you. And I was like, it's okay because niggas is not gonna be on that shit now. I was like, yeah, it was you. And I was like, it's okay because right now niggas will never fucking do that shit. Nigga won't, what? Raise the arm so quick. Man, my arm will go up so fucking fast. I'm telling you, my shit shoot up quicker than any fucking body you ever fucking known. You can call me paranoid, crazy, scary, whatever the fuck.
I ain't never lacking, I pump gas with my gun out.
Where was I? So, like I said, dude tried to cop all kind of pleas, and yes, dude kind of tried to cop all kind of pleas. Dude tried to say like, oh nah, it wasn't me. I know how it feels to be robbed. I would never do that to nobody, and that. Bitch, shut the fuck up. So basically, I'm like, nah, I know this nigga's never gonna say, yeah, it was me. You know, that was not the goal. The goal was just to stun this nigga, let him know, yeah, I know, bitch. Even though you think I don't know, yeah, I know. So I told him it is what it is. Like, I don't, it's nothing to hide at this point. Like I said, niggas do shit all day. Nigga, you know, could have been on some gang shit. Could have been on some niggas was really hungry. Do I give a fuck? Do I have sympathy? Absolutely not. Fuck them. But that's not the point. The main issue is that, you try to come and talk to me. Like, bitch, it's not that many. I don't give a fuck if you feel like you thought it was or whatever the case may be. Nigga, you didn't thought nothing. You didn't thought nothing, nigga. You know what the fuck I was. You probably been waiting to say something to me, but so much time had gone by. I lost so many Facebooks and Instagrams and shit like that, you know, it wasn't whatever. But being fucking 1000% fucking listic, you had to know. You had to fucking know. Right? Because just like he got those eyes that you can't forget. And like I said, y'all, forgive me with this shit. Because, yeah, I know I'm looking crazy. But just like I said, I couldn't forget them eyes. Nigga, you cannot forget my fucking face. I have a very original, unique, distinctive face. If somebody see, the people have said like, oh, you look like somebody. And then they show me the person that look like, the person does not look like me. The person might have high cheekbones like me. The person might be like my color. The person might, I don't know. But when I tell you these eyes are one of fucking none, this nose is one of fucking none, and these motherfucking lips are one of motherfucking none. So ain't no way he forget who the fuck I was. He remember this motherfucking face. All right? Yeah, so let's get that part. So like I said, after I told him, dude was stunned, dude was shocked. He was trying to like all my pictures and like be extra friendly. I mean, bitch, you don't got to do all of that, bitch. At the end of the day, I know it was you. And to this, y'all can say whatever the fuck y'all want about me. I was 15 years motherfucking old, living my best motherfucking life. I could have went and told so many people, but this is the thing. Because they had masks on, until this day, I can identify him. Because this is his picture right here. And these are the messages right there. So I can identify him out of all five. One out of the five, right? The other niggas I couldn't identify, but him, I will never forget those motherfucking eyes. And the real motherfuckers that protected me. And people, some niggas that wasn't even my family, that I could have called and really got you hemmed up. I got a nigga right now. Realistically, if I really wanted to get you touched, and this is not a threat, it's not a threat because I'm living my best motherfucking life, baby. I'm still alive and I'm here today and I'm here to tell the story. And honestly, whatever the dude got going on right now, I could give a fuck about. Listen, I don't care about the nigga, and like I said, you feel me? But my whole thing is I moved on from it because was I harmed? Was I hurt? No, niggas did steal some jewelry from me, but what really is crazy is that I was about 15 years old. Was not old enough. Like, I should have told my cousins. I should have told my stepfather. I should have told my motherfucking big cousins. And I should have told that one person I'm thinking about that's crazy enough. I'll talk about YN. This nigga was down for me. Like, we got some history locked in. So I really could have did that. But I'm gonna be honest, I was just a little bit embarrassed. I felt like, damn. And then the fact that I was walking, I never used to walk. Like middle school, you walking, you might walk the neighborhood, go places. After like middle school, please, I was either driving somebody's shit, end up getting my own shit, or had my dad fucking car. And he drove a Lexus. And several other people that I drove, like somebody I knew had a Camry. I used to drive even fucking a Jack, a F-Pace to this day, baby. So yeah, y'all just don't know. But like I said, I was a little embarrassed, and at that time, I just seen that, I just counted it as a loss. Coming from the bottom, coming from down bottom, the city that I'm from, coming from the fucking bottom, the trenches, the city where I'm from Rochester, motherfucking New York, okay?
Run it back a second.
Everybody say I wanna be the one you need. I wanna be. Everybody say I wanna be the one you need. I wanna be. Everybody say I wanna be the one you need. I wanna be. Everybody say I wanna be the one you
Let him get up. Let him get up. Let him get up. Fight back, nigga. Fight back, nigga. Fight back. Fight back. Come on, let him get up. Let him get up. Let him get up. Damn. Hold on.
It's Lil' Cole that take a pic.
Niggas is different from every fucking where you go, okay? But my main thing, what lesson did I learn from it? I didn't learn any lesson. What I did feel is a little bit vindicated. Yeah, this nigga thought it was sweet. And in the back of his head, he could always probably worry if I'm ever going to get that get back. Guess what? The type of person I am, I try to let shit go. But some stuff, I don't let go. Is this a threat? No. And people from my city, people from Rochester, New York will probably argue. But we are the fucking trenches. We from down bottom. We're upstate New York, and it's still down bottom. It's still the motherfucking trenches. Rochester, New York is a dangerous city, okay? Okay, walking home from school, I seen a nigga get shot in his ass cheek on a porch. I mean, I seen a nigga leaving a house party, 12 years old. A nigga got shot right in the front yard in his chest while everybody screaming and running and trying to get his feet elevated. And then everybody yelling at them like, no, put his feet down. Coming from Rochester, New York, and that's not the only nigga. I've seen motherfuckers get shot, like, with my own eyes, like Rochester, New York is a dangerous city all the way up until 2025, baby. That's why I left. I had to leave the city. You think I'm gonna have my kids grow up in an environment with those people that call themselves my child family or whatever the case may be from, whatever. Listen, none of those people were ever gonna get close to us. That's why we moved. That's why it comes to where I can aim the motherfucker, shoot a motherfucker, and aim to kill. I'm not here to play games with my life. I'm here to take my life serious, and I take my children's life very serious. And I did this for them. But like I said, we from the trenches. It's down bottom where we from. It's not a joke. Like, everybody gonna say like where they from. Listen, I have so many stories and so many experiences. I was robbed at least 3 times in my fucking city. At least. And that's the bottom. And I'm pretty sure there's more. I'm just sitting here only counting the 3 that I could think about up front. Okay? So, I'm a 90s baby. So, yeah, from then till now, you could imagine. And like I said, it's a small town, but it's a very dangerous city. And if you don't know people and if you're not from there, I don't recommend you go there. The city is dangerous as fuck. Okay? Comprende? Okay. So every time I see that video, I can relate to it 100%, 1,000%, I promise. And I don't care how many people will get upset or act like, oh, you're bashing your city, or don't let nobody talk about your city. That's crazy. No, dude was dead spot on. You can't trust nobody. If I go to Rochester right now, I can't trust nobody, and I'm going to be gripping. But period, point blank, I don't give a fuck. I stand for what I believe in and my life over everything. So whatever the situation is, I'm going to have the upper hand. I don't give a fuck what nobody's talking about. Mainly because I've been robbed several times. I've been in situations where I didn't have the upper hand. So do you think I'm ever going to let someone get the upper hand on me? It's never, ever, ever going to happen. You feel me? It's never going to happen. So that's just my story, y'all. I'm just sticking to it. And like I said, if anybody knows this dude, this is not shots at dude. Dude knows the conversation we had. And if I really want to, really want to play dirty, I could play dirty. But